Hey, what's up everyone? Today I'm here with Joseph and Martin from Austrian Arms. We're here again in this insane showroom and we found
something similar to
sniper rifle, right?
Exactly, yeah. And let's compare yours with mine.
Exactly, yeah. It's gonna be a tough one because this is a lot more expensive, but it's still interesting to see what is the differences between, a bolt action sniper rifle and a real steel thing.
Bolt action sniper rifle.
And a bolt action sniper rifle.
Right, yeah.
Okay, first of all, price. The gun itself without any modifications and no accessories.
The gun itself around 3,500.
Good. Here we're looking at
$499. This A2
$499.
stock is $499.
$499. Yeah. Optic
3.5.
At
80. 80 euros.
3.5 thousand.
Yeah.
That's my car. It's slightly cheaper than my car. Just tiny bit.
Good. Let's check out weight. How can you take the suppressor?
Yeah, there's a suppressor mounted on, so it's a bit heavy, of course.
That's a nice one.
That's a huge muzzle brake.
That's a huge muzzle brake.
Muzzle brake, huh? It's not flat.
It's a muzzle brake, yeah, which takes the suppressor.
Good.
Well,
Try it.
weight-wise,
It doesn't look that heavy.
When you lift it, it doesn't look heavier. Try it. But it is heavier.
It is heavier on the front end because of the barrel, definitely. But it's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy like the other guns that we saw here.
like the massive one.
Like the 50 BMG.
It's a difference. That's like at least not double, but maybe 50% heavier.
I feel like here in the back it weighs around the same, but of course the barrel needs to be more massive.
Yeah, to be honest, I feel the weight more in the back part of your
Balance
rifle.
is different.
And mine is a bit more.
But that's because
front-heavy.
this thing is hollow. Like this is an empty pipe, and inside this pipe is another pipe, which is the brassing that you've seen before. Accessories. This bipod and this pipe, man, they look almost identical.
Yeah, that's a Harris bipod.
Let's feel the difference.
You really feel it when you
The spring is so much stronger.
the spring is very strong, and you can just do it like this, and then
But function-wise,
We don't have the
we don't have the stabilization thing, because it's flat, so it doesn't stabilize now. So that's similar. It's not as strong, but it does the same thing, I suppose.
almost. I mean, not that much, but still, it's not bad actually. And what you can also do, you can by pressing the button. Fine.
Fair enough.
Don't show it. Good. Okay, we have weight, we have looks. Okay, those are two different models, so looks-wise we can't really compare.
I think one interesting part is here it's completely hollow around the barrel.
Yeah.
Free floating. Here we actually we do connect it with the stock to, fix everything together. But maybe you can explain why do real steel manufacturers do it like this?
Yeah, well, especially when it comes to precision shooting, the barrel has to be free floating, because every time you shoot and the bullet moves through the barrel
vibrates.
is vibrating, and everything which touches the barrel doesn't give the barrel enough flexibility to vibrate the way.
It's called the barrel harmonics, right?
Also, yeah.
It's a very complicated topic, like the length and the wood. It's super complex.
You can put weight in front of it and it shifts like the wave in the barrel, right?
Yeah.
When you put a suppressor on it, the point of
impact
is
moves
different, right?
downwards, of course. So in this version, you would definitely have to have a free-floating barrel.
Yeah.
And you explained me that in Airsoft you don't.
We do exactly the opposite. We don't want it to be free-floating because what we do, okay, I'll show it on the real one now, but sometimes we do sins
We have to
like
show
this.
Yeah.
Like I basically do that, and what happens is that I lift the barrel up slightly, and it doesn't align with my optic anymore. Obviously, with a real sniper rifle, you have to like support here, and you're not allowed to support here.
You will never ever put the gun on the barrel.
But we do it at Airsoft, so we connect everything together. That's like one solid construction.
Okay.
Maybe we should also show this because people on the camera cannot really see how much of a free float we have there.
You can definitely show it if you have a piece of paper, like here. Then it goes through.
Okay, try doing it on this one. You can't. Don't even try. Okay, let's try the bolt. That's gonna be, of course, like two different bolts.
So this one is very hard to lift it up because while you are lifting it, you are actually cocking the gun already.
That's right. Yeah.
The way we learned at the military is that you have to support on the Because on the SSG10 it's so hard that you actually support on the scope and you go like... clack.
And now it's already cocked. Now we could
Now you have to
fire
fire the pin.
even without the round.
Man, I wish there would be a... like...
So smooth. Buttery smooth.
Funny enough, the both hands are so similar. It's almost scary.
yeah.
They're so similar.
Obviously, you have to, the spring, you have to compress the spring. That's why it's so heavy compared to this one, because here you are just chambering it around. There is no friction or anything.
Tell us about the trigger. Is it... You told me it's the most sensitive trigger
that I have on all my guns. It's like just touching it and it fires.
Okay, we show you, okay? So I'm gonna show you how I'm just... It's hard to show, but I literally just go like... It's barely anything. You barely touch it. While on this one, you do have to... It's a lot harder.
Because you press it more against the spring, right?
First of all that, but also in Airsoft you don't want such a sensitive trigger. Like you're running around, it's like, oh, there's a guy, and you bring your gun up and you shoot. While on this gun, it's like, okay, I have a target in front of me and I watch it for 10 minutes already and now I fire the shot. Like you're way more focused. While on this one, it's like a race sniper rifle. You could put it this way.
Yeah, you should be active in Airsoft because you don't want to just lay around and just wait for the target to come in front of you. It's not fun, really.
You don't want to be a camper, right?
Yeah, you don't want to.
You ruin the game for everyone, so you don't.
Do you want to compare the triggers? Like, you can fire this one and see.
I want to try the pull height.
You have to support it against your shoulder.
So, well, the movement upwards, it's not that...
Yeah, there's nothing. It's just...
It's like... Yeah, it's definitely way harder. Definitely,
The spring. It's not as hard on this one.
Yeah, it's a bit heavier, definitely, but not that bad actually.
I think considering which like spring you compress in there, it's
not bad. Yeah, definitely not bad.
Could you take this trigger in a real steel variant? Imagine you have a gun and it's this trigger. Like how?
That's how it feels.
What would you think about this gun?
It's okay. Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Nice.
I mean, the trigger is a bit harder from the weight, but sometimes gun owners prefer something like this to give the gun more safety. So in case something happens or they drop the gun, it's not firing by itself. Yeah. So it's fine. I wouldn't see this as something I would.
So you wouldn't say it's a bad trigger?
No, I would not say that.
What do you think about ergonomics? Like the stock, the way
the stock design looks quite similar to mine, and this is this Macmillan type of.
It's kind of modeled after the Macmillan A5.
Yeah. What's nice, in my opinion, is this rubber surface, which allows you more grip.
Yeah.
And what would definitely make sense on a real gun is the flat surface. So when you shoot competition, you sometimes put the gun on a rest or on a sandbag or so.
That's funny because in Airsoft you try to avoid that. In Airsoft you barely hold your rifle straight because what you want to do is you want to cant into the wind because of something called hop up. It brings the BB up. So if the wind comes from here, you cant it in, and then instead of it works against the wind. So I barely hold my sniper rifle straight.
Okay.
On a windy day.
It's always windy anyways.
A little bit.
It's always windy.
You always have a little bit.
On the back part, it's nice here with this support, so you
it's
can
the same here as well.
put the rifle against your shoulder.
How does this? Oh, it's okay. That's so simple.
And it comes up automatically. It's spring loaded, so you just have to. If you put your chin
punches in
against
the
it,
face.
and you just you can adjust it by yourself and you tighten it.
That's cool.
That's really nice. That's a neat little feature. I like that also. On the other hand, you adjust it once usually.
Yeah,
sometimes.
But it's nice. It's definitely nice. And we have this thing here.
Yeah, that's my shot group on 100 meters.
100 meters, and I can pretty much cover it with my finger.
And
there is one flyer. Was that you or was it
that's something? Just saying, those are not 2 rounds I fired. It's 5 rounds I fired, and 4 of them went in the same hole. And then I was so nervous that oh my god, I want to have the 5th one also in the same hole. And then of course I missed.
So it was you.
It was.
So
me,
the gun is this accurate on 100 meter. That's like my tip of the pinky.
I think a BB would fit through.
So if I hold my finger like this, you would actually hit it.
Maybe, yeah.
That's insane.
Wow. On 100 meters. That's for comparisons the longest range in Airsoft that you can hit.
You can hit 100
usually.
meters if you're very lucky. Yeah.
Generally speaking, yes, that's the furthest distance. Generally speaking, there is always somebody out there who's shooting at 150 meters, but generally,
Airsoft meters. Okay, biggest difference: magazine.
Magazine is here.
Magazine is here. Our magazine.
looks like alien mag.
It's like, what the fuck is this? So it goes in here because that's where the gun needs the ammunition. It feeds it here, and obviously that's very different. Some airsoft manufacturers try to put it here as well, but I think all of them failed pretty much.
You have the
It was
loading
always
ramp.
an issue.
Yeah,
Because it has
the
to
BB
move,
essentially has to travel through a ramp up into the chamber, and there is such a long distance, which there is always something that goes wrong. Like it's not smooth. The BB, I don't know,
Gets dirty,
jams.
yeah.
It just jams. It's jamming all the time.
Okay, good. I think that was most of it. Interesting fact: you have sling seals on the side. I've never seen that. That's new to me. We have QDs. That's an upgrade.
That would be a feature I would really like to have on my guns, a QD attachment, but that
drill it in
stock
there.
does not have it yet.
Okay, good. That was the comparison between the SSG10A2 and Martin's gun. Does it have a name?
Yeah, it's called PSG Valkyrie. It's made in Germany.
Ah, okay.
Nice. German precision then.
German
Yeah,
precision,
it's based actually on a Remington 700, but it's entirely custom made.
Everything is based on a Remington
Yeah,
700.
that's right. Yeah.
Good. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to learn more about real steel guns, its technical details and so on, you can head over to Martin's channel, or Martin and his brother's channel, which is called Austria Arms.
And there's also a whole video about this gun when I'm unboxing it, and also a series when I'm mounting the scope to it and when I'm zeroing it in. So if you're interested in that gun, just check it out.
Link below to the channel, also the info card, and thanks for tuning in. We see you on the next one.